Hello, welcome to the Art of the Oracle. If you're new to the channel, my name is Virginia. I've been reading oracle cards for a long time now. Mostly I read for myself and then friends and family. It was a little bit taboo, but I did grow up with a grandmother who was quite tapped in, although I didn't really know it at the time. She had a Ouija that she read pretty much daily, and my mother read tarot cards and oracle cards most of her life as well. So we kind of grew up with a sense of an inner knowing, but really didn't capitalize on it in any way. And by that, I don't mean monetarily, but I mean like really understand that we had a deep connection. So as I went in deeper and asked what we most need to know right now, is what I heard in my mind's eye is that we are the light. We are the light that we're looking for. We are the light in between all things. We are the light within all things and around all things. And our light is their light, and so forth and so on. Like we all are feeding the light of each other. Not to say that there aren't darkness or areas of darkness, but darkness is just an opportunity to go within and to study the thing that maybe we don't see quite as clearly. So there are many ideas of what darkness really is, and so I'm not going to go into a lot of heavy things because today feels all about the light. Yesterday we had the moon and the sun in our reading, and I feel like this is a little bit messy, so I'm going to clean it up now. We have the Deviant moon, which is kind of falling apart, the little box here, but I've made it work. And then the divine feather messenger was calling out. So we're going to start with the divine feather messenger and bring in information from higher wisdom and guidance. And I truly believe that we have kind of labeled ourselves like the supreme knowers of everything. And I think that if you want to rank it on light levels, I feel like we have been living in density, whereas birds and animals have been much more joyful and much more in touch with not only their own innate nature, but with the earth and the awareness of their connection to all things. So take that in for a minute and think of like what we shared yesterday about coming to an illumination, something that we did not know possibly about ourselves, or the way we will be seen in a new way. Either we see something in a new way or will be seen in a new way. And I almost think that there's a possibility that it could be a little bit of both, right? So let's ask the divine feather messenger to give us what we most need to know today for me and the collective. What is the energy calling us for? Okay, so what I'm loving right now is that it seems like, and this has been happening over the last couple of months, so if you have been with me, thank you. My heart is full knowing that people do come day after day. If you're new, I'd love to have you. As you can see, I'm a very small channel, so I'd love to have your beautiful energy here as well. But what has happened over the last few months is that the cards are like, they're just like flying out. It's like immediately we're being answered. So, wow. So I was feeling the light energy as we were coming into this day, and I feel joyous, and I can't explain why, but I feel like there's a lot of love and opportunity in the world. So I'd really like to hear how things are going for you. The beauty of what I'm feeling is coming across in the cards, and we'll go to the guidebook to read a little bit more, but we have two of these beautiful white energetic birds. The power to heal the earth is within you. And I believe that. I do in my meditation, and I don't even know when I started doing it. It's been a long time now, but I imagine myself literally like diving deep into the earth and giving like the heart, the center of the earth, this biggest hug of gratitude, appreciation, and a love. And I think that that is not something, like, we're so busy like releasing things to be recycled by the earth. And now she's kind of full, she's sated, she's transferring her own energy as she's been transmuting all of our energy for all these years. Now, I think she's always been doing this, right? But it's just like we haven't really noticed it in a way because we're more tapped into the earth and to ourselves and things like that. And as we become more aware energetically, we become more aware of our environment. As I said in the last couple of weeks, as we become more aware of what is us, then we become more aware of what is not us. And as we're more aware of our imprint, we're more aware of how we relate to others and the impact that we're having. So the power to heal the earth is within you and me, and the power of divine grace is within you. So the interesting thing about both of these is it's talking about power. And power, even saying it, feels very masculine, right? Because they have usurped the term to create an idea that it's a might, like a stronghold or a strength that is more physical. And this feels so much bigger than that. It feels like a power that is in our heart, like this opening up of our abilities to really see the power within us and all around us, and then to honor that within ourselves and everything that we see. So the page opened up right away to Swan, and the message says that it brings the message of power and grace within you and with you. Your connection to source is powerful, and the healing potential, which is the card right next to it, is connected with your collected merits in the form of grace. So how have you been moving through? Are you feeling wounded, or are you starting to feel the strength bubble up in you because you've been doing so much work? If you haven't been doing that work, it's never too late to get started, to get to know yourself. That's all it is the ability to open your heart and get to know yourself. And trust me, I've been through some really deep stuff in the last few years. I feel like in the last decade, really, of my life has been very ups and downs and challenging, but it's made me feel more grace and gratitude for what I do have right now. So hopefully you can feel that as well, that if you still aren't there, that just keep moving forward, that the light will come. That's what I was feeling, right? The light is there. So now is the time to embrace your divine gifts and ask what you need to be supported most right now. That the healing may be in the form of a blessing over a current situation or a transformation that's occurring right now in your life. You have the power through your own grace to move through any situation or challenge you are facing in a smooth, hold on, I've got to turn the page here, harmonious way. So this is an air element and a water element, and both of those are all about flow, it's like the swords and the cups energy, about being able to move with life, with our heart and our voice, to be able to sing with the birds, right? They're both that air element and the swords element. They communicate beautifully and they soar with the wind. So we're going to go to the white turkey, which is literally the very next card. So that is also an earth air element. And the other one is a water air element. And so what this is doing, because as you can see, this is a heavier bird. This is a grounded bird. This isn't a bird that spends most of its time in the air. It's a bird that spends most of its time on land. And so it's asking us to ground in this healing energy physically in our day-to-day world. And I'm really heating up. Even as I'm talking about it, I can feel the healing in energy transmuting and transferring the light through my body. What the white turkey brings is a message that the earth is calling you for healing now. So as we heal ourselves, it allows us to nurture the world and where we're held within it. Your connection to the earth and your need and desire to receive healing will be divinely guided. So for those of you who feel really kind of stuck and heavy right now, lean into what it is that you need and ask for the grace of that healing. As you focus on earth healing, whether environmentally, like if you are aware of things, which, I mean, there's a lot, whether through that blessing the land, the water, and the earth in general will assist her, right? So it's like me going in and giving a hug. My hug is just love and gratitude. And she knows, just like we know, the earth knows, I believe, how to heal itself. Just like we know how to heal ourselves innately, when we set the stage for that healing, it will occur. And I think that that's exactly what's happening, is that it's as above, so below. So as we're healing and letting go of the old, the earth is also healing and letting go of the old. We heal, let go of the darkness, allow our light to shine. She heals and lets go of the weight or the things that are not her. And then allows the light to shine. And it can look different for each one of us, but a lot of us have a breakthrough moment that creates that. So it's saying that the white turkey comes to assist you as a mirror, like I was saying, as above, so below. As we heal the earth, we heal ourselves. So how beautiful. So let's dive in, because I know I'm chattering a lot. We've already been on here for a few minutes. So let's find out, what would the tarot like to bring about? Isn't this interesting? Celebration. This is the Cups card and coming together. And we have this beautiful fish down here, although he probably doesn't look very beautiful to you. And we have people that are really enjoying all of what life is. So I think that that's part of the message here. Both of these birds are looking to the future. They're looking and moving in a direction. And what happens is that when we move into that heart opening and that healing for ourselves, we begin to see others in the same space, in the same place of heart opening and healing, and then we begin to celebrate all of life. And I think that that's what it is that if you don't have your tribe now, that you could be moving into that ability to find your tribe. Is there anything else as we round off this reading today? Okay. It may be a little bit too much, but let's see the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so what a beautiful, this is the 10 card. Looks like we have two more down here. The Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card, and it really does, especially with all this beautiful light white energy. In this Divine Feather Messenger, these beautiful white birds there's almost like an angelic feel to them and a grace. Not just because it's a white swan and it feels graceful, but I mean, they're these unique purity that's coming forward. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's letting us know, as it's a 10, that things are shifting, that the things, the weight, whatever it is in your life is turning, that it needs to change. It's all about change. We are here for change. And these other two cards, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see if you can see this. If I put it down here, I need to raise them just a little bit. So the Queen of Pentacles lets us know that there is an ability for us to sit in our own knowing, that we will be secure as we lean forward. And look at this, we have another 3. So as this is part of this grounding into this earth energy, the Pentacles is an earth energy. This is a water energy, and this is a fire energy. And this is about putting your energy into something. You can see there's like an umbilical cord that's attached to the flowers here. And this person is looking at the flower. She is literally like a fairy or some sort of nymph, right? That is very connected already to the earth, but in a way that's very creative. And as she ponders the moon, the thing that is the element that is quite unseen, is illuminating the possibility. So it's up to you intuitively how you move forward. That's part of this cups energy, right? That's all about our intuition, about being able to celebrate with others. These three energy, this is about being able to connect to other things in a creative way. So in between that, we have the Wheel of Fortune telling us that it's time for this beautiful change that is happening, and it's going to herald in this ability to really ground in to our own knowing and our own feeling of stability, especially this divine feminine energy. This isn't the masculine side of it. The feminine energy is aware of all the connections that it has. And I think that's the reason why we've got a lot of threes going on and a lot of these angelic things, is that the feminine energy is really coming into her own. Doesn't mean as a man that you're not coming into your own, but it means that you are becoming more aware of your receiving and giving side, right? Instead, the masculine energy is very outward, one-sided focus, where the feminine energy brings in connectivity, and that's what this is all about. There are others that are being supported by the fact that this energy is grounded in the awareness of her own true divinity and her own abundant nature. So this could be a time where you're starting to receive what you need to feel that blessing, that stability that you've been longing for, if it's something that has been outside of your life for a long time. So I love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. And if you're interested in a private reading, click into my email link, which is on the website down below, the information about this particular reading. And yeah, reach out to me and we'll schedule something over Zoom. I would love, love, love to do that for you. If you're interested in seeing all of the things that I have available, you can go to my website, which is also in the show notes. But it's The Art of Balance, which is www.taobalancellc.com. And there's no spaces there. So I'd love to hear from you. Until then, have a magical day. Bye now.